This is another episode with Van Silk, Rock Bottom Sports. Yes, today's Saturday. Yesterday was a great day in track and field. You know, a lot of our athletes that's representing the USA in Paris will be going out there later on this month from Team USA in basketball for the men and for the women to represent that gold medal, bring that gold medal back home. Now, there's a lot of track and field and gymnastic people I have to talk about. Simone Biles, you know, there's others. But I want to talk about Sha'Carri Richardson, who grew up and matured in the last couple years because she missed the 2020 due to allegedly some illegal drugs or whatever they want to call it that she took. And to Gabby Thomas. Now, both of them was competing in the 100 meters, which they won easily. And now, yesterday they ran the 200 meters, which they won easily. We know they're going to bring home the gold. Now, I just don't know if Gabby and Sha'Carri are going to be running together against each other in the 200 meter. But we'll see. It's going to be great. So what I did to keep everybody updated here at Rock Bottom Sports, I just added the highlight from both their races yesterday. We got to represent the USA. Okay, we got to bring the gold medal back home where it belongs. So this is Van, keeping it real short. Congratulations to Sha'Carri Richardson and Gabby Thomas in 200 meters. And I know McLaughlin, I think she's running in 200 meters as well. We'll go back and check out what McLaughlin did. You know, so much stuff going on TV with the WNBA basketball games and stuff like that, and the NBA draft. And, you know, Bronny James getting drafted to the Lakers. Definitely going to stay off that topic. I just think that was just a give me. But otherwise than that, to all you young athletes, remember, work hard. Work hard. Okay, you'll get there. All right, but to Team USA and all of Olympic participants, bring that gold back home. This is Van Silk with Rock Bottom Sports. We on rumble.com. And also you can check out our other channels. Excuse me, I'm walking in the sun. WNBA Ballers. I keep my opinion 100% of what I mean and what I say. You know, I'm not here for no favoritism in what I do and what I talk about. And you also can go to Instagram, Rock Bottom Sports. Y'all have a great Saturday. Talk to y'all later.
History, representing New Balance, Gabby Thomas.
And you heard the in-stadium announcer. She is number 4 in history. Only 3 women have run faster in this event. Here's a Navia battle. I will always remember her as the contender on the outside who kept Allison Felix off of that Tokyo 200-meter team. She got as far as the semifinals once she got to the Olympics in Tokyo.
And in lane 8 is Twanisha T.T. Terry.
Where did we see her before? Oh, that's right. With her 2 teammates sweeping the 100-meter team. And good for her. She's back to run an event in which she doesn't fare quite as well. She'll be in lane 8. Her best is 22:17. That was for 5th last year at U.S. Nationals.
And talking about pulling it off at the right time, she didn't have a season that looked like she would be on the team in the 100, but boy, did she show up. I also wanted to mention that Gabby was slated to run the 200 and the 400 here and withdrew from the 400 to focus solely on this event, which is a really smart decision because, like you said, Otto, they're not giving away anything at this meet. You're going to have to earn it, and the 200 is stacked.
Yeah, we expect the 200-meter rounds to be as competitive as the 100, if not more so.
Cambria Sturgis is in lane 2. Jaden Mays, Candace Hill. Chandler in 9.
Set.
Here Here we go, heat 4 of the women's 200. Gabby Thomas, third from the right, make it now third from the left.
Good start. Her personal best is on this track. And now she's caught TT Terry. And she has a slight lead coming off the Terry.
In control, out in front. Everybody's going through, but how does everybody feel? Jaden Mays with a good strong run on the inside. How about that? First run of these Olympic trials for Gabby Thomas. Look good.
I like it a lot, Lee. You gotta love when Gabby Thomas comes off the turn in front, especially behind TT Terry, who we know has sub-11 speed. You know, she said that the training earlier in the season was so heavy. We saw she wasn't running at her best, and she said, I gotta trust my training because I know it's gonna pay off when it counts. There is Gabby third from the left in lane 7, which is a great lane draw in the 200 because you have that bigger turn, so you're back on the straightaway very quickly. And man, did she make light work of the turn, and she just looked very comfortable out of the entire race.
Yeah, she has 400-meter ability. So when she gets to the lead, you rarely see anybody running her down. She held that lead and, in fact, extended it as she got closer to the finish line. You see the miles per hour there. At one point, she was almost at 22, right at the fastest part of the race where she was heading off the turn. But Gabby Thomas, who, of course, will be expected to make this team and then go to Paris and win an Olympic medal, is comfortably through to the semi-final.
Good run from the recent graduate here from the University of Oregon, Jaden Mays, to run in second to Gabby Thomas. Let's hear from Gabby. She's with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
All right, Gabby, after all the work you're doing away from track and field, the volunteering, the fashion magazines we show up on, what's it like to finally be on the track and compete at these trials?
It's an amazing feeling. I remember coming here like 3 years ago and being so surprised to make the team. So to be here in a kind of a different position is really exciting.
What about this choice to drop the second event and only focus on the 200? Take us inside that.
Well, it worked out well for me last year.
Yeah.
And I'm really focused on 200-meter gold this year. So I'm just kind of laser focused, tunnel vision on that too. Didn't want to jeopardize that.
All right, Gabby, thanks. We'll see you in the next round.
Thank you.
Richardson's going to run. Addo, she's fresh off winning the 100 and just looks in impeccable form at the moment.
That's right, Lee. You can't take it for granted that the favorites come to these trials and make the team. Well, she's done that. Not only was she the favorite, she's the face. I mean, it's plastered all over this venue. So now that heavyweight is off of her shoulders, she can just have fun because she's on her way to Paris.
All right, who else is in this heat? It's Abby Steiner in lane 8.
2 years ago, she was the U.S. champion. She ran 21.77 to win here, but then last year had to take a step back, deal with some injuries. She had surgery in the offseason, but she has looked good enough this year to make this team.
And guys, need to update you that there's been 2 scratchings from the second heat. So that means that all athletes will advance from the heats just to establish the lanes for the semis.
And in case you're thinking, well, okay, anybody in these heats can just walk. No, remember, you want a good lane for the semifinal to set yourself up for a final qualification position.
Well, that certainly takes a lot of pressure off, though, of these athletes knowing that they can't be eliminated.
Yeah, so Steiner, no doubt, is going to try to get off of that turn first and hold that lead home. Sha'Carri Richardson in 6 has to watch for Tamari Davis, who is a good 200-meter runner, behind her in 5.
First heat of the women's 200, here we go. Sha'Carri right in the middle, Rosie Effiong on the inside.
Sha'Carri looks very good. In fact, she has caught and passed Steiner, and it's the 100-meter world champion that will lead off the turn.
Yes, everybody's going straight through, but there is some good things to take from this. Look at Sha'Carri's form, in control, no worries.
Sub 22, Sonia.
I mean, the way she had been running 200s earlier this season, I was not expecting her to come out and look this strong. But there is something to be said about having a successful experience here at the Olympic trials. It takes so much weight off. You can just run light and free. And that's exactly what she looked like. I mean, she blazed the turn, Otto.
Yeah, this was the kind of turn that she's going to need, not just to make this team, but to be a factor in Paris if she makes the team. So there's Richardson. From the very first step, there was no mincing any kind of words with Sha'Carri Richardson. Anytime you pass Abby Steiner on the turn, you know you're doing something. I talked about Tamari Davis to her inside. No contest. This was all Sha'Carri.
And with 10.71, this is what you expect, but it doesn't always translate to the 200. Well, it translated for her today, and she looked really good. She was well off the gas with about 20 meters to go.
Yeah, you can count the number of sub-22 performances that Sha'Carri Richardson has had in her career on one hand. So this 21.99 shows you that she's not just ready for this first round. She's ready to make this team.
Everybody talking about the 100. She's already won the 100. Count Sha'Carri in on the 200. She's standing by with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
Yeah, slowed down just enough. Sha'Carri, tell us about the way you attacked this turn. It was pretty amazing.
Well, I'm glad y'all noticed that and saw that. But again, excuse me, again, my coach's biggest thing is working on execution. Right. So my really just focusing in on executing the curve to make the straightaway much, much easier. And I feel like today in the prelims, I feel like I did that great, excellent, but I know I have room for improvement. So I'm just excited for semis tomorrow.
We always talk about the pressure of the Olympic trials, but is there less pressure on you now that you're already on the team in the 100 meters?
Absolutely not. I feel like anytime I touch the track, Olympic trials, in Claremont, LA, wherever I'm at, anytime I touch the track, it's an opportunity for me to work on my best self, being my best self. Yeah. So every time I touch the track, it's pressure.
One of the things we notice now is when you walk in the stadium, the roar is even bigger. What is it like to feel the embrace of the crowd here?
It's amazing. It's a phenomenal feeling. I feel as if they sense growth. Yeah. They sense genuine love, and they also sense the responsibility that I know I have when it comes to my talent as well as the sport. So I'm super excited for the love. I hope it continues to grow. As the roar grows, I grow with it.